Okay, we are now live and on the record for Tuesday morning's criminal docket, April 19, 2022. Again, if you have a quick announcement, please signify with the raise your hand reaction button. Okay, Mr. Calixto Villarreal, what number, sir? Mr. Villarreal, you're on mute, sir.
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have, Your Honor, Eloy Angel Villarreal, CR 21-00461, I believe, and 21-06376, Judge, and also 06377. I believe they're number 80, 84, 85, and 86 on your docket, Judge.
Okay, and is Mr. Eloy Angel Villarreal present?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
And we're
All
ready.
right. Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, all we need from Your Honor is a setting for a motion to suppress. It has been filed.
Okay. Okay, so has your order setting hearing also been filed?
I believe it should have been, Judge. If not, I will file it this morning, but the motion I know was filed. It should have an order.
Okay, and you filed a motion to suppress on each one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, can you verify that an order setting hearing was also filed?
I do
The
have,
motion to suppress was filed on the DWI and the unlawful carry, not on the racing on highway, but neither of them have an order setting hearing.
they do or
Okay,
do
go.
not?
They do not.
I have it here, Judge. It was filed, the order setting hearing day was filed July 14th of 2021. It's order setting hearing day on defendant's motion to suppress, arrest, and standardized field sobriety test.
Yes, ma'am. Judge, and if I may, Judge, that was set for October the 21st. We're pending an order resetting. There is a continuance signed on those cases.
Okay, so go ahead and just file your order resetting hearing on those,
Okay,
and then we'll get those set for you.
I'll do that, Judge, this morning.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
That's all I have before Your Honor.
let me go, then we'll go ahead and make a notation of that. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. May we be excused, Judge, me and my client?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Munoz, Alejandro Munoz, what do you have?
Morning, Judge. Judge, I have number 23, Ana Garcia.
Okay. CR 21-09402-I, is Ms. Garcia present? Ms. Garcia, please announce yourself. Ana Rosa Garcia. Okay, do you want an opportunity to contact her?
Yes, Judge, I will. We just spoke, Judge. She should be on. I'm not sure if she's having trouble. Let me try giving her a call.
Okay, thank you. I'll recall you shortly.
Judge,
Mr.
if I may,
Ramirez, what?
I believe she's under Moto G Stylus.
Okay, I'll recall it. Mr. Ramirez, Attorney Dennis Ramirez, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. Number 79 and number 80 on the court's docket.
Okay. And that is CR 21-08410-I, CR 21-08409-I. Ashley Marie Vargas, is Ms. Vargas present?
Yes, ma'am.
She is logged on.
Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, the state has let me know that she is PTD eligible. After the last hearing, Ms. Vargas and I were supposed to meet. Just because of scheduling, we were not able to. So I'd ask the court for one more extension to see if we are going to go down PTD or what my client would like to do on our cases.
Okay, and how much time are you requesting, Counselor?
Your Honor, 3 to 4 weeks or the month should be more than enough time.
Okay, so the next status setting that I have available is on June 28th. If you need to get in any sooner, let us know and we'll accommodate you. June 28th at 9:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Nothing further before this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, going back to Mr. Munoz's case. Okay, we'll call out her name, Mr. Damian, please. See if she responds.
Yes, ma'am. Ana Rosa Garcia. Ana Garcia.
Yes,
Okay, ma'am. Are you Ana Rosa Garcia?
yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Munoz. What is your announcement?
Judge, we're asking for some more time. We sent her the pretrial diversion application. We're just pending a drug test, Judge.
Okay, and how much time are you asking for?
Judge, if we can have maybe 60 days, Judge. I'm not sure by the time they let me know if she was accepted or not.
Okay, so she needs to do the drug test and then you're gonna submit the app.
Yes, Judge, we can't submit it without the drug test.
Yes. So then she's going to be, okay, so you're saying so that you have time for it to be under review.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and do June 28th at 9:30. If anything changes and she happens to be approved by that time and you need placement, let us know.
I will, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have this morning. May I be excused? May I?
You certainly may. Okay, Mr. Guerrero, what do you have, sir?
Morning, Judge. I have number 11 and 12 on your docket.
Okay. CR 210378-I, CR 210379-I, Cecilia Vanessa Collins. Is Ms. Collins available?
She is present on Zoom, Judge, and she does need the services of an interpreter.
Okay, if necessary, I'll interpret.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, there's still a felony pending an intake. I did speak to Ms. Moore at the DA's office, and there is a possibility, although it is a slight possibility, that if my client completes an anger management course and a life skills course, that they may decide not to pursue the felony. In that case, we'd be ready to dispose of these two. So I'd like some time for her to be able to take those classes. If I could have about 60 days for her to complete the anger management and life skills class, Judge.
Okay, June 28th at 9:30. Is that sufficient time?
I believe so.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, Judge. Yes, I'll get on that right away. Hopefully we can get something done by that date.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, does Mrs. Collins have a device?
Yes, Judge, with a mobile device with Lifesaver, there's no violations.
Perfect. Ms. Collins, can you please give me your phone number, please? Ms. Collins?
Hola,
She needs
Buenos
an
días.
Ah, that's right. Señora Collins, por favor, ¿me puede dar su número de teléfono?
sí, jueza, es 956-369-3716.
Ok, 956-369-3716. Ok, muchísimas gracias. Le voy a dar la oportunidad a ver si algo pasa con la felonía o no. So va a
Ok.
regresar el día 28 de junio a las 9:30. Ok,
Perfecto, gracias, su señoría.
de nada. Que pase buen día.
Bye bye.
Okay, Mr. Guarena, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Jalili, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have a few on your docket this morning. The first is number 20.
Okay. That's CR 2004-368-I, Michelle Renee De Leon. Is Ms. De Leon present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I've been in communication with Mr. Schreiber on this case. We've reached an agreement for payment or full payment of restitution for a dismissal. We just need some time so that Ms. De Leon can make those payments.
Okay, do you need more time than June the 28th?
Ms. De Leon, will June 28th work?
That's perfect.
Okay, then we'll set you up for a status on June 28th at 9:30. And we'll see what happens between now and then
Thank
on
you,
that
Judge.
case, okay?
May Ms. De Leon?
Anything else? Yes. All right, you're welcome. You may be excused, Ms. De Leon. Okay, your next case?
Number 24, Your Honor.
CR 21-08832-I, Carlos Heriberto Garcia. Is Mr. Garcia present?
Sí,
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Jalili.
Your Honor, I'm needing to verify with Mr. Lozano whether an A&P is on file in this case.
Mr. Lozano, can you verify whether or not an A and P has been filed?
1 second, Your Honor.
Sure.
No, there is no AMP filed.
That being the case, Your Honor, I would be requesting an additional recess so we can try to resolve this matter.
June 28th at 9:30, and please see what you can do before then, okay?
Will do, Your Honor. May
All
Mr. Garcia be excused.
Señor García va a regresar el día 28 de junio a las 9:30, ¿ok?
Está bien.
All right, ya se puede retirar.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, your next case, Mr. Jalili.
Lastly, number 59, Your Honor.
Okay. CR 21-07550-I, Jose Jesus Oviedo.
Yes, Your Honor. I've been trying to communicate with Mr. Oviedo this morning. Haven't been able to do so. He was provided the Zoom information, but I am unsure whether or not he's present. He is a Spanish speaker.
Okay, señor José Jesús Oviedo, ¿está presente? José Jesús Oviedo. Okay, he has until the end of the docket. If not, then we'll have to issue an ISAC.
If I'm able to contact him, I'll make sure he logs on, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. Anything else?
Nothing further before the Honorable Court, may I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. DuBernay, what do you have?
Good morning. I have number 68 on your docket, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 21-10297-I, Javier Reyes Hernandez. Is that Mr. Hernandez with you?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Okay. What is your announcement, Counselor?
We are requesting a jury trial, Your Honor. I know that the victim has been back and forth saying that she's willing to sign an affidavit of non-prosecution, but each time that she speaks to the ADA, she says the opposite. So we're just wanting to request a jury trial as soon as possible. And I'll follow the appropriate motions.
All right, go ahead and file an order setting jury trial and we'll get that done for you administratively.
Perfect. Thank you. That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Okay, you certainly may. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Mr. Osuna, what do you have, sir?
Morning, Your Honor. We have number 6 and number 7 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Brenda Arce. Your Honor, I believe the remaining case, the DWI was already dismissed per PTD. That was 10948 I, and the state just submitted dismissal documents for CR 16-10949 I.
Okay, Mr. Lozano?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so then, and is Ms. Arce present?
Yes, Your Honor. She's under her own name. Ms. Arce, can you acknowledge the court, please?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here.
Okay, all right. So then those two have already been taken care of then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. All right, Ms. Arce. Then you are excused and best of luck to you, ma'am.
Thank
Okay,
you,
your
ma'am.
next case?
Yes, Your Honor. We also have State of Texas versus Claudia Maribel Gonzalez. That's number 29 on the court's docket. It's CR 20-10826 I. And Your Honor, we are still trying to figure out what restitution is with the state.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, any update?
No update at this time, Your Honor. We've been in contact with Payne Auto, and right now the restitution amount is $15,189.87. But we're gonna check if they have insurance and see if we could try to get the restitution reduced.
Okay, and how much time are you all requesting for that?
30 days, Your Honor. We've been in contact with them since March, and they haven't responded.
Okay, June 28th is the earliest I have, so that should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
June 28th at 9:30. Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, is she present?
Yes, Your Honor. She's under her own name. Ms. Gonzalez, can you acknowledge the court, please?
Sí, sir.
Okay, do you know English or do you prefer Spanish, Español o Inglés?
Español.
Okay, va a regresar usted el día 28 de junio a las 9:30 de la mañana. Van a tratar a ver si pueden rebajar la cantidad, porque ahorita está a más de $15,000, ¿ok? ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
Yes, okay. Anything else, Mr. Osuna?
No, Ms. Gonzalez, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. González, ya terminamos con usted ahorita. Se puede retirar, por favor.
Muchísimas gracias, Miss.
De nada, que pase buen día.
Igualmente, gracias.
All right, next.
Yes, Your Honor, we also have number 13 and number 74. Number 74 is CR 20-06-821I, Style, State of Texas versus Sandra Spears. We also have number 13, which is CR 21-02-770I, Style, State of Texas versus Fernando Corral. Ms. Spears, both cases relate to Ms. Spears. Your Honor, Ms. Spears has a felony set from May 11th. So we're just asking for a date after that date, please.
Okay, and is Miss Spears present?
Yes, Your Honor, she's under Ms. Sandra Spears. Please acknowledge
Ms.
the
Spears.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so then how much time? More than June 28th?
Yes, Your Honor. Or June 28th will be plenty, actually.
Okay, June 28th at 9:30.
June 29th. Yes, Your Honor. And finally, Your Honor, we have number 3 on the court. I'm sorry, number 72 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Monica Silva. I had spoken to her early this morning. I just called her again right now and I wasn't able to reach her. I'm not sure if she's present. Ms. Silva, are you on?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. The only thing I need from Ms. Silva is for her to sign a PTD application. She's mentioned some illness, so we've emailed it to her so she can sign it with DocuSign, but she has not been able to figure it out. So we just asked for one final reset. That's the last thing we need in order for a case to get dismissed.
Ms. Silva, are you going to be able to sign those documents?
Yes.
Okay, because you need to get that done as soon as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm only gonna give you a week to go in and get that signed. Do you understand that?
Okay.
All right, so then I'll have you come back. I want that application signed and submitted so that it's under review and you'll come back on June 28th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. And I have nothing
Okay.
further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you and Ms. Silva and Ms. Spears are also excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ramos, Attorney Andres Ramos.
Good morning. And then for
Good morning.
what is it? On numbers 51 through 59, Angel Nava.
Okay, you're, just so you know, you're going in and out. So, okay, 51 through 59. All right. CR 19-07-00781-I, CR 16-12226-I, CR 17-13865-I, CR 17-13866-I, CR 19-00782-I, CR 21-03995-I, and CR 21-03996-I. Is Mr. Nava present?
I did see him online, Judge.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nava, please announce yourself.
Morning, this is Angel Nava.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, Mr. Nava has indicated that he wishes to take the DWIs to trial, Judge. The oldest DWI is a 2016 case. I have heard the court instructing other counsel to submit an order setting a jury trial, and I assume that that's what the court would like us to do in this situation as well.
Yes. If you're taking the DWIs to trial, go ahead and file an order setting jury trial in each of those, and we'll get them done for you administratively. Ms. Soto, does Mr. Nava have a device?
Yes, Judge. He has his mobile device with sober sense and there's no violations.
Okay, perfect. All right, Mr. Nava, can you please give me a phone number, sir?
956-404-5063.
Okay. And Mr. Ramos, what are we doing on the rest of them?
Judge, we'd ask the court carry those along, at least till the result of the first trial. I sense that if we're not successful, then we may be able to resolve all these matters quite quickly.
Okay, so then you're going to start off with doing the filing your jury trial on the oldest one on CR 16-12226-I. You want me to carry the rest on status pending what happens with that one?
Yes, Your Honor, if that's okay with the court.
Okay. All right, go ahead and file that. And so the other ones, the only reason I'm going to put him on, I guess I'll give him a little bit of a longer date because he doesn't have any violations. I don't believe he's had any. So I'm going to go ahead and give him till August. I'll reset you for a status in August the 16th on all of them at 9:30. The only way I'll bring him in sooner is if he does end up having violations on his device.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But he's been pretty good. All right, so then we'll go ahead and wait for that, and we'll go ahead and get that done administratively for you, Mr. Ramos. Anything else?
Is your court, Your Honor, giving more or less these days? When are your next trials? Next year?
Next year, yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. Okay, have a good
All
day.
right, you too. Thank you. All right, Ms. Palacios Love, what do you have, ma'am?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Trinidad Guerrero.
Okay, do you know what number you are?
Your Honor, I don't. They didn't print me out a docket.
41, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your
I'm
Honor.
sorry, what number, Mr. Lozano?
41.
Oh, 41, I heard 31. All right. Okay, CR 2002-683-I, Trinidad Lumbreras. And is Mr. Lumbreras present?
He should be present on here, Your Honor.
Trinidad Lumbreras, are you present? Is he English speaking or Spanish speaking?
He's English. Let me see. If you can recall us, Your Honor, let me get with my office and see where he's at.
Sure. All right. Mr.
Louise,
Garcia?
on Luis's iPhone, sir, you need to put on a shirt.
All right. Okay. Mr. Garcia, Attorney AJ Garcia, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on number 31 and 32. Luis Walter Guerrero, Judge. I believe he's on screen.
Okay. Luis Walter Guerrero, is that your client that didn't have a shirt on?
That may have been, Judge. Let me scroll and see if that was him. I believe he was.
Let me see. Can you hear me, Luis? There he is. All right. Mr. Guerrero, can you unmute yourself and announce yourself?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was on mute. Yes, I made sure I had a shirt on. I'm at the gym like last time, but this time I put on a shirt for the court.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, what do you have?
Judge, respectfully, Mr. Lozano and I have agreed to a bench trial. So hoping to expedite the process. Judge, I don't know if you would like for us to submit an order setting hearing for a bench trial.
No, I believe Ms. Rivera has a bench trial dates available. Ms. Rivera, can you check the calendar, please?
Judge, we have June the 2nd, Your Honor, at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, is that enough time? Mr. Lozano?
That should be more than sufficient, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor, that's enough time.
Okay, hold on.
And that would be in person, correct, Judge?
Yes, that would be in person, sir. Okay, anything else?
I have nothing further, Judge. May my client and I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Y'all have a good day. You too, sir. All right, Ms. Palacios Love, did you get a hold of them? Oh, all right. Judge Reina?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. What do you have?
Judge, I have on your docket, and I don't know the numbers. No, I'm sorry, it's number 66 on your docket, Daniel Renteria.
Okay, and I do see Mr. Renteria is present.
Your
So
Honor,
let me go ahead.
it's a 16 case, Judge, so I want to get a trial setting on that.
All right. CR 16-11585-I, Daniel Renteria. And just go ahead and file your order setting jury trial,
Yes, Your Honor.
and we'll get that assigned to you administratively.
Okay, thank you, Judge. And in the meantime, maybe we might work it out.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe.
All right. Thank you.
Along
You
with
and
my-
your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Mr. Mora, what do you have?
Judge, I've got 16, 17, 18, and 19 on the docket, and I think one of those is repeated. Gary Davila.
Okay. So it's CR 18-01267-I, CR 18-01268-I, and CR 21-04-199-I. And is Mr. Gregorio Davila Jr. present?
He should be,
Yes,
Judge.
yes, ma'am.
All right, what's the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we're still, I know at one point we were gonna request an in-person, there should have been a motion to suppress on the oldest DWI. And then there's a couple of cases that are, I believe there's only 3 cases, Judge. It shouldn't be 4.
Yes, there is. Yeah, it's 4. It's 3 cases. One was
Correct.
accidentally put on there twice. Okay, so have you filed your motion to suppress on the DWI yet?
There has been one on file, Judge, and we had it, and then we were given options for PTD, and we filed the PTD, and then we were denied. And that was at the suggestion of the DA's office, which, I mean, I thought it was considered, or it was already pre-considered. So anyhow, I don't know if the court wants me to refile one.
Okay, so all you need to do if your motion to suppress is on file, just file an order resetting hearing.
And I think we may have done that, but I'll follow up, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, do you see that?
It's not showing, Judge.
Okay, just file an order resetting hearing, and pending on the outcome, you'll decide what to do on the other ones?
There's 2 different, yes, Judge, there are way 2 different cases, issues on that.
All right. Ms. Soto, does Mr. Davila have a device?
Yes, Judge, his mobile device is over since there's no violations.
Okay, great. Mr. Davila, can you please give me a phone number, sir?
Yes, ma'am. It's going to be 956-929-2249.
Okay, perfect. All right, then what we'll go ahead and do is we'll wait for your order resetting hearing to be filed on your motion to suppress, and we'll go ahead and get that set for you.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and then on that date, we'll give you your status date, I guess, on the other ones to see what happens.
And I know prior to, Judge, this is a discovery issue on the oldest DWI and the unlawful carrying of the weapon. There was a sheriff's deputy. There either should have been a body cam or a dash cam. And I know I had requested that. So I'm just kind of giving everybody the state heads up that that's still out there.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you see that there's any digital evidence that's available on Mr. Davila's case?
Yes, Your Honor, there is, and Mr. Mora was notified on July 20th, 2021 that it's available.
Right, we had submitted, and then when we went through the discovery matter, there was additional, it popped up that there was additional, the dash cam or body cam, I don't know which one, with regards to that.
And that wasn't included in the digital evidence that you picked up?
I don't know, Judge, this has been a while. I've got several, but I can resubmit one if I need to. I won't even. But I know that was one of the issues when we went to, we had our hearing on the suppression, is that issue had come up with regards to that video that hadn't been tendered over.
Okay, well, just make sure that all the discovery has been exchanged prior to the motion to suppress setting.
Very well,
Okay.
Judge. Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead and review it and see if you're lacking anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, and let Mr. Lozano know.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you then.
Do we get a reset date or a status date just in case?
Yes, June 28th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, if someone from my staff can message Daniel Renteria that his case was already called, he can't hear because he's not connected to audio.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Palacios Love, I saw that your client did get on.
Yes, Your Honor, he is on.
So let me go ahead and recall that case. Hold on.
Your Honor, may I be temporarily excused? This is Sergio Sanchez. I've got to step into the magistrate court here in Houston. And we're allowed to have our phones in here. So can I just log off and log back on, Judge? It should only take a few minutes.
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, CR 20-02-683-I, Trinidad Guerrero Lumbreras. Mr. Lumbreras, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. What is your announcement, Counselor?
My client is supposed to take an anger management class, which we've given him. So I just need to get the certificate over to the state once he's completed that for a dismissal.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, once that's done, will that be done administratively?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then how much time is he going to need? Hold on, somebody's not on mute. So how much time is he going to need in order to complete that?
Your Honor, when we asked him to take the class, it was barely March. So I'm assuming they're like 10-week courses. So I would
I
ask.
know, I think, let me see. Mr. Lozano, is that the 8-hour course?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, it's only an 8-hour course. So he should be able to get that done pretty quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and set a tickler for 30 days from now. Ms. Rivera, if you can set a tickler for the first Friday, the 30 days after today, just to see if the dismissal has been filed.
May the 20th, Judge, for the tickler.
Okay,
May the 20th is the tickler date?
yes, so he has to get it done before then. I'll start looking at that time.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. I have no further business before this court may be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Mr. Jalili, did something happen?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Oviedo did dial in. It's the phone number ending in 611.
Okay, Mr. Oviedo, can you hear me?
He is a Spanish speaker, Your Honor.
Okay, José Jesús Oviedo, por favor, ¿se puede anunciar? José Jesús Oviedo. What number did you say he was?
The phone number ending in 611. He's number 59 on the docket also.
Oh, it's probably, he may not know how to unmute himself because there's like a code that you have to do. But that's fine. If you can verify that's his number. All right. And what did you need to do on his case?
We filed a order-setting jury trial on this matter, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're just waiting for the jury trial date.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and get that out to you. Anything else?
Nothing further at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Señor Oviedo, su abogado le va a avisar cuando le llegue la fecha. So, si me escucha, se puede retirar. Okay. Anything else, sir?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Caso, Attorney David Caso, what do you have?
I have Damian Ledesma, judge number 35 and 36.
Okay. That's CR 1802798-I, CR 1802799-I, Damien, DAMIEN, Ledesma, LEDESMA. Mr. Ledesma, is he present?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right, what's the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this young man has two felony cases pending in the 464th. We have a status conference set in that court later this week. We are pending a little bit of discovery. They've given me most everything in those cases, but we're still pending a little bit. So I anticipate asking for a little bit more time in that court to work this out, work out those cases and hopefully these as well. So if I'd make a similar announcement here and request maybe 30 days or so.
Okay. Well, I have until June 28th. That's the first available date. So that should give you plenty of time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else?
No, June 28th at what time, Judge?
9:30, sir.
9:30. All right, Judge. That's all I have today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Y'all are excused.
Thank you,
Mr.
Judge.
Aleman, Attorney Jaime Aleman, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 43 and 44 on the court's docket.
Yes, sir. Okay. CR 1901264-I and CR 1904704-I. Jessica Lee Medina. Is Ms. Medina present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What's the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this is a case we've been coming for this honorable court. My client had previously completed out of the felony 332nd court drug court program. I'm looking over my notes. Mr. Lozano and I had been trying to go back and forth. We'd been begging and pleading with the DA's office to consider dismissing these two cases, being that my client completed the rigorous drug court program in July of last year. I believe at this point, the DAs were still either looking at it or had maybe already shut the door. They were willing to dismiss the POCS, but they wanted her to plead a time served on the false report in my last notes. And I don't know if Mr. Lozano feels particularly giving today. Maybe he'd be willing to reconsider that today.
Your Honor, I requested a UA and proof of employment for dismissal.
On both?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I would say that I guess he did wake up very giving and generous today. So when can she provide that UA?
Your Honor, could we have, I don't know, maybe, I know she's works from home. She has 2 children as well. Maybe about 3 weeks, Judge?
No. Ms. Medina, how much time do you need? You need to provide a clean UA so you can put this behind you. Will you be able to provide a clean UA?
I do smoke CBD, so I know that's going to come out.
Why don't I give you an opportunity to speak to Mr. Aleman? Mr. Aleman, you need to see whether or not, I think you know where I'm going with this.
Sure.
So just speak to her. See, I understand you want the best deal for your client. However, she needs to be able to help herself too.
Sure.
So talk to her. I don't know how that works with the smoking of the CBD. I don't know if she was doing that while she was in drug court and still, if I don't know. But I'm going to give you some time, and you know, the DA's office is willing to dismiss both of them. So as long as she provides a clean UA, which shouldn't have been hard for her to do, but apparently that might be a different case for her. So I'm gonna see, let me see if I have a little bit of room for one case. Hold on. Let me know, Ms. Rivera, do we have something available next Tuesday? Can we squeeze one in?
Yes, Judge, not a problem. In the morning or the afternoon, Your Honor?
In the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it'll be April 26th at 9:30, and I need to know what we're gonna do at that time.
Very well, Judge. I appreciate that.
Okay, all right, I'll give you an
April 26th
opportunity
at
to talk to
9:30. Is
her.
that correct, Judge? Just to double check.
Yes, yes.
Got it.
Okay,
And
thank you.
I apologize, Judge, but are we still going to be doing via Zoom in the meantime?
Yes, April 26th is a Tuesday. Those will still stay Zoom.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
Okay,
Good seeing you.
thank you. All right, give me 1 minute. We're gonna take a quick 1-minute break. Okay, we're back on the record. Okay, Mr. Garza, Attorney Richard Garza.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. What do you have?
I have number 33 and number 34 on your docket, Judge.
Okay, one moment. CR 18-13811-I and CR 18-00628-I, Gladiola, Gladiola, Lara. Is Miss Lara present?
Good morning. Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm here.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, my announcement is not ready. One of these cases, I'd been appointed by the prior court. The court did ask me to file a motion to sub. I did file it, Your Honor. The court granted it. And initially, we were set for trial on these two cases. Mrs. Lozano went on ahead and offered PTD drug court for Mrs. Gladiola. She does live here in Reynosa, and we were able to get most of the paperwork, but we're still lacking a little bit of paperwork, Judge. I'm asking just possibly for about 30, 40 days, and I should be able to submit on both cases. They were offered a PTD on both DWI court on both of them, Judge. So
Okay,
we should get it done then.
all right, June 28th at 9:30. Let me, Ms. Soto, does Ms. Lara have a device?
Yes,
Ms.
Judge,
Soto?
yes, Judge, she has her mobile device with sober sense and there's no violations.
Okay. Ms. Lara, can I get a phone number for you?
Yes, Your Honor, 956-609-2262.
Okay. All right, so that'll be fine. She can come back on June 28th at 9:30 and we'll see if you finish by then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it. You have a good day. Stay safe.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Okay, Mr. Munoz, Attorney Jorge Munoz.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have number 64 in the court docket, Gualberto Ramirez, Judge. He has a pending felony. He's present on Zoom.
CR 20-07915-I, Gualberto Ramirez, will you please announce yourself?
Yes, hello, Judge.
Okay.
Ramirez.
Yes, sir. All right, so he has a pending felony?
That's correct, Judge. We'd ask the court for an additional setting, Judge.
Okay. June 28th at 9:30.
June 28th. Perfect, Judge. May he be excused, Judge?
He certainly may.
Judge, I also have number 63 on the court docket, Julio Quiroz. He's also present on Zoom.
CR 20-59113-I, Julio Cesar Quiroz. Mr. Quiroz, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, Counselor.
Judge, this is a case where I've been in contact with Mr. Lozano. Judge, we're attempting to provide him some documentation where Mr. Quiroz was previously a DACA recipient. I believe once we do that, we can get this case resolved, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, anything to add?
That's correct, Your Honor. We are in discussion. We are asking for proof of DACA for an ADR.
Okay, and are you able to obtain that proof from your client, Mr. Munoz?
Mr. Quiroz, were you able to get that DACA documentation?
Yes, sir. I emailed it to you. It was late last night, but I emailed. It was after hours, after you had closed, probably. But I emailed it to you.
I'll forward that to Mr. Lozano, Judge.
Okay, perfect. All right, for right now, then I'll give you June 28th at 9:30. If you need something sooner, if something's worked out before then, let us know, okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Judge. Judge, the next
Okay,
one.
Mr. Quiroz, you are excused, sir.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Your next one?
The next one I have is number 9 on the court docket, Luis Becerra. He's also on Zoom, Judge.
CR 19-01477-I, Luis Antonio Becerra. Mr. Becerra, please announce yourself.
Present, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Mr. Munoz. What's your announcement?
Judge, this is a case where I've asked my client to come to my office after court this morning so we can get documentation filled out for him to do the pretrial diversion program, Judge.
Okay. Does he have all the other requirements like the license and the insurance? Mr. Becerra, do you have a driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have auto insurance?
Yes, I do.
All right. Okay. So go ahead. I'll give you June 28th at 9:30.
Perfect, Judge. May he be excused, Judge?
You certainly may.
And that's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Okay, Mr. Ortegon, Attorney Jorge Luis Ortegon, the third or the second.
Good morning, Your Honor. Almost asked for the one. Let me just mute the other court, Judge. I apologize for that. Okay, I'm here, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm here on Judge the State of Texas versus Benjamin Vilches. This is CR 21-06335I. And it is for the court's information, Judge. It is number, I just had it written down.
83, Your Honor.
83.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So
Thank you,
then,
Mr. Lozano.
Mr. Vilches is present, and I believe Ms. Soto, you had a report on Mr. Vilches?
At the moment, Interlock device report is locked out. He currently has his vehicle at Ed Paint Collision. I spoke to him yesterday, and he advised me that the vehicle is pending a paint job, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Ortegon, anything
This
to
is
add?
This is a case, Judge, that my client, he has sent me information regarding his, he's been in my office twice, showing me proof that his car is in fact being repaired. He's not driving. Every time he comes to my office, he gets a ride in my office, Your Honor. So I can assure this court that he's not driving. He did meet, he was represented by previous counsel. I'm new to the case, Judge, but we have tendered him a PTD packet that he should be filling out because as I understand, Judge, he is a PTD candidate, Your Honor.
Okay, so any idea when his vehicle is going to get out?
I think he actually told me it should be Mr. Vilches. We spoke about it this morning, Your Honor, and he told me that by the end of this month, he should have it done. So within the next 2 weeks, he should have his vehicle back, Your Honor.
Ms. Soto, did you need an updated proof that it's in Ed Payne collision, or what you have is sufficient?
What I have is sufficient, Judge, and I'll talk to Mr. Vilches after court, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Vilches, what is your phone number?
956-667-1242.
Okay, sir. All right, so Ms. Soto will contact you as soon as she's available after court to discuss the matter further, okay? Now
Okay.
make sure that you're still not driving or anything like that because you're not being monitored, okay?
Understood, ma'am.
All right. So then for right now, I'm gonna try to see, let me see if we can get you in.
We'll be out of the country, Judge, the first 2 weeks of May. So I was just hoping something a little after that or in early June, Your Honor.
Let me see. Do we have still some room on May 17th or May 24th?
And yes, Judge, on both.
The 24th would be perfect, Judge.
All right, May 24th at 9:30, just so that we can see if the vehicle has already been out and where we are, okay?
We'll be here, Your Honor. That's all I have with this honorable court, Judge. Always a pleasure practicing in front of you. May my client and I be excused, Your Honor?
You certainly may.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Chugani, Hitesh Chugani.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 77 on the docket, CR 19-09819I.
Alma Maria Tobias, Tobias. Is Ms. Tobias present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so they were able to reach you.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, I need more time on this case. I was informed recently she is not a U.S. citizen. The deal on the table right now is a straight probation deal. After conversing with my client, she did mention her prior attorney was attempting to get her on PTD or DWI court. There was some breakdown in communication between her and her attorney regarding restitution. So I need to talk to the state and see if that was the issue, that she needs to pay restitution. And if she does, she can be placed on the program. I know this involved a pretty serious car accident, Judge. So I don't know the facts as to why she was denied, but I would like to push and see if I can get her on a program to help her out with her immigration status, Judge.
Okay, so I believe the probation department has an announcement on her case. Ms. Soto?
Judge, she has her mobile device with safety check. She has not been testing. Her last test submitted was on January the 11th of 2022. At that time, Judge, I did make contact with her. She advised me that she was out with COVID and she was in between jobs. Since then, Judge, I have not been able to make contact with her.
Okay, Ms. Tobias, why aren't you testing?
At that time, I didn't have money to turn it back on and everything. And then I had to move out of where I was staying at. And I finally got my own apartment and everything back on my feet. And I had reached out to Ms. Hinojosa and she said she would call me back in regards of me going in to pay the restitution and everything because I was able to do the pretrial diversion. And she told me to turn it back on. And then she never contacted me back. And then I didn't have my phone on and then I turned it back on. So whenever this new court-appointed lawyer contacted me, well, he advised me that she was no longer a lawyer. She was a judge now. So I said, oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, Ms. Tobias, I need you to turn on your camera.
Yes, ma'am. Let me see.
It's the video.
Yes.
You should see a little video camera.
There it is.
Okay.
Yes.
So all right. So
hold on. I don't know
Okay.
why it keeps going like that.
Okay, look. This device, it's not voluntary. It's mandatory as to your bond conditions,
Sure.
okay? Number
Yes, sir.
one. Number two, you have to do whatever you need to keep that device active. Now, I've already given you a couple of breaks because your attorney did not have any success in contacting you due to bad contact information, and he was able to save you from having an arrest warrant issued. And this is why you're here today, okay? Number one. Number
Yes.
two, the next time that you're going to be in front of me, I'm going to have to see you in person. If you continue to violate this. So this is going to be your first and your final warning, okay?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
need you to stay on that device. I need you to test on it regularly. Are you back to working?
Yes.
Okay. Are you working full time?
Yes.
Okay. Then I also need a good phone number for you. What's your phone number?
956-226-4012.
What?
And I can give you my
When the-
husband's as well.
No, I need to, that's fine. I just need yours. But the thing is that I need for you to understand, Ms. Tobias, that when the probation department calls you, you need to answer, okay?
Yes.
Because they're going to take it as you avoiding your responsibility.
No, it was
All right.
probably the time I didn't have my phone off. I had my phone disconnected. Yes.
I understand that. And the thing is that whenever you change your contact information, the first people that you need to notify, it's your attorney and the probation department. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to give her a warning for this time, Mr. Chugani, but the next
Yes, Your
time if she continues, we're going to set you up for an in-person hearing. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I'll give you an opportunity to explore to see what it is, but I'm going to have her come back on May the 24th at 9:30 just to check to see if her device is back to working and she's doing what she's supposed to do.
Yes, Your Honor. Is that Zoom or in person?
Zoom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else?
I have nothing further, Judge.
All right. Then you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, Mr. De Luna, Attorney Marco De Luna, what do you have?
Judge, I have number 4 on the docket. I was going to see if there was going to be an announcement by the DA's office.
Okay, CR 1905308-I, State of Texas versus Joshua Max Garza. Mr. Lozano, this was supposed to be a restitution hearing. Do you know, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, restitution set at 0. There was no victim in this case.
All right. I don't know, is Mr. Garza present? He might not be present because I believe that I think when he showed up in person, we let him know that if it ended up being set at 0, that you would let him know. And that it was fine that he didn't have to show up. Okay, Mr. De Luna, so restitution is set here at 0, so it looks like that's the conclusion of this case.
Thank you, Judge. I'm also standing in for Edna Cedillo, Judge, on number 40.
Okay.
She said the date. I'm sorry.
CR 21-11569-I, Diana Loredo, Lorredo - Rodriguez.
Correct,
And
Judge.
is Miss Loredo Rodriguez present?
Sí.
I saw her name earlier.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, they're going to be submitting a PTD this week. She took the drug test yesterday, but I believe she does need to speak to Mr. Lozano because of a citizenship issue. So she's asking for a little bit of time on that.
Okay. Mr. Lozano, have you received the UA results or just at least notice that she took the UA?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. She was negative for drugs and alcohol.
Okay. Then I'll give Ms. Cedillo an opportunity to contact Mr. Lozano to discuss that issue. We'll give her a status hearing date of June the 28th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you, Judge. That's all I have, my big excuse.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ms. Loredo Rodríguez ya se puede retirar. Va a regresar el día 28 de junio a las 9:30.
Ok, gracias. Buen día.
De nada. Okay, Attorney Alma Garza. Ms. Garza, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm number 58 on the docket, Judge.
CR 21-07991-I, Jose Olvera. Is Mr. Olvera present?
Yes, he's here in the office with me, Judge.
All right, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on that one, he already pled on this case, Judge, back some time ago. He got with probation because there was an in-person hearing and they were supposed to call him and they haven't called him up to now about reporting of what he has to do next.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, what are you showing on your end? Or Ms. Soto?
I'm checking the file, Judge. One moment.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm showing the same thing that she pled on March 24th, 2022.
Okay.
Judge, I'm showing that he was called on April the 12th. They left him a voice message. He didn't answer. And he has an appointment scheduled with Officer Santiago on April the 27th at 9 o'clock in the morning, Judge. I'm not sure if the number we have on file is the correct number. I don't know if you want to provide this number and I can provide it to to Ms. Santiago.
Okay, Mr. Olvera, what is your phone number?
956-647-3651.
I'm sorry, 36 what?
3651.
3651.
Okay. Had you recently changed your number?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. All right. So do you recall that you have an appointment with Officer Santiago on April 27th up in the morning?
I don't know, it's 'cause I work out of state. I work in Houston.
He works out
Okay, so are you going to be here on April the 27th?
That's next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
It's the 26th, I think.
I really don't know. It's because I've been coming and going. And it's like it's been too much. I've been gonna lose my
Ms. Soto, is there any way that he can go to y'all's office today and see if we can, did I give him permission to report by mail?
No, Judge, but if you could, that would help so he can go to work.
I'm not sure. I believe the judgment would have to be modified. Is that correct, Ms. Soto?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, if he can go in today. I can call the officer right now, let him know that he's on his way to her office.
Okay, Ms. Garza, as soon as you release him from your office, can you please let him know where to go? And then he'll be visiting with is it Officer Santiago?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, he's gonna go over and visit with Officer Santiago. Make sure that you give Officer Santiago all of your updated information, Mr. Olvera.
Okay.
And then let her know, do you get copies of your work schedule?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Talk to her about your schedule as to how many days you're on, how many you're off. I don't know how that works for you. And then I'm guessing, Ms. Garza, you might need to get with Mr. Lozano about modifying the judgment.
Okay. Judge, I believe that's all I have today in your court.
All
Judge.
right, then I'm gonna just set a tickler for May the 20th to make sure that everything was ironed out.
Okay, Judge. Thank
All
you
right,
very much.
anything else?
No, Judge, that's all I have before this court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
You have a good day, Judge, and be safe.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Flores, Rigo Flores.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on number 44 on your docket, State of Texas versus Mauricio Meneses.
Okay.
Hello, Judge.
Yes, sir. Okay, CR 21-10232-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, at this time, we're announcing not ready. We have received some discovery from the state, but we are pending some videos and some lab results on this case. I do know that labs are pretty backed up, at least with the labs. So we'd ask for some time in the future, Judge. There is also a felony that arose out of the same transaction. That one's set for tomorrow. I'm going to be making the same announcement there tomorrow as well.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, what are you showing on those pending lab results, sir?
I'm seeing that there's a note for it, but I'm not seeing the actual document. I'm gonna have to check and see if we have it. And then if we don't, I'll go ahead and make the request with the Westlaco Labs.
Okay. I know that they're pretty backed up, so we'll see if you have any results by June the 28th at 9:30.
At 9:30, and will that be through Zoom, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. All right, that concludes my business, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you for being understanding. Thank you.
Thanks,
Yes.
Judge.
Okay, Mr. Jaramillo?
Morning, Your Honor. Victor Jaramillo here standing for Mr. Palacios. I have number 21 on your docket, Jason Dianas.
Okay, one moment.
He's here present in my office, Your Honor.
All right, CR 21-113-66-I, Jason Dianas. And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we just want to make sure that his capias was set aside. I think a nice head was set for him.
Okay, let me check. Ms. Rivera, can you please verify?
Yes, Judge, 1 second.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge, it was set aside on the 7th of March of this year.
Okay. And what else are we gonna do on him?
Your Honor, we'll be submitting a PTD this week. So we're just asking for some time for that.
Okay. Is Mr. Dianas on a device?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Ms. Soto, have you been receiving reports on him?
Yes, Judge, his mobility device is safety check and there's no violations.
Okay, what's your phone number, Mr. Dianas?
It is 956-369-9578.
Okay. All right, then we'll have you come back on June the 28th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. May he be excused?
He certainly may. And next case?
Yes, I have number 25, Jose Alfredo Garcia.
Okay, CR 1906925-I, Jose Alfredo Garcia. Is Mr. Garcia present?
He should be on Zoom, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
All right, go ahead. What's your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we still need time to work this case. We did a reset.
Okay, and do you know yet what you're going to be doing on it?
I am not sure, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, is Mr. Garcia PTD eligible?
Yes, Your Honor, he is PTD eligible.
All right, Mr. Jaramillo, just so you know, Mr. Garcia is PTD eligible. That's an avenue that you can pursue.
Understood, Your Honor. I'll talk to him about that.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Soto, have you been receiving reports on Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Judge, has his mobility device with safety check and there's no violations.
All right, what is your phone number, Mr. Garcia?
My phone number is 956-325-3553.
Okay. All right, then I'll give you June 28th at 9:30 and let's see what you'll do by then. But if he's going to apply for PTD, he needs to get all that done before June 28th, okay?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. I also have number 28, Noesi Garza.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, we'll see you on June 28th at 9:30, sir.
Thank you, Your
You're
Honor.
excused. Okay, CR 16-14316-I, Noesi, Noessy Garza. Is Ms. Garza present?
She should be on Zoom, Your Honor.
Good morning, yes, I'm
Noes-
here.
Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we asked some time so we can file a motion to suppress on this. I think it should be filed by today.
Okay, make sure that you file your order setting hearing. That will be in person. And I'm going to set a tickler for April the 29th to make sure that it's been submitted by then.
Understood.
Okay,
It should be
anything else?
Nothing for her, Your Honor. It should be excused.
Okay, yes, Ms. Garza is excused.
Your Honor, I also have number 30, Francisco Guerrero.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. CR 20-13555-I, Francisco Guerrero. Mr. Guerrero, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, he's already registered for the classes he needs to take. He's on wait list, so we're just asking for some time on this too.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. The state's also requesting more time so that the defendant could finish his classes.
So he hasn't been able to start yet?
No, he's on wait list, but he's registered.
Okay. All right, and then it'll be June 28th at 9:30 since you'll already be here.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay,
no
Mr.
further-
Guerrero, we'll see you on June 28th at 9:30.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't
Okay.
think further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Kennedy, Patrick Kennedy, what do you have, sir?
Morning, Judge. I have two defendants before you this morning. The first one I have is number 14, Ms. Jovenise Cruz.
Hi, good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Okay, CR 21-10356-I, Jovenise, Jovenise Cruz, CRUZ, and what is your announcement?
Judge, the state has offered to allow her to take a class, basically an ADR, but she lives in Florida, and I've got some of her residency information, so I'm gonna send that to the state for some maybe a reevaluation, another avenue.
Okay, and how much time are you requesting?
Maybe 30 to 45 days if I could, Judge.
Okay, June 28th at 9:30.
Question, I was at the courthouse and I heard that a lot of judges are opening up after June 1st. Or will you be in person after that date, or will it be still by Zoom?
Will be a hybrid because of my situation is different. So
Okay.
status conferences, such as on Tuesdays, will stay Zoom. My civil days for status on Mondays will also be via Zoom. Any contested civil cases will be in person on Wednesdays. And all pleas, arraignments, and motions to suppress and any contested motion between the defendant and the state will be in person on Thursdays. So we'll be like half the week Zoom, half the week in person.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. I appreciate
And
that.
we do have a computer, we'll have a laptop. We have a laptop with that we call public access computer at our office in case you're running around, and you can just pop in and use that one.
Oh, great, thank you. The second defendant
Okay.
I have, Your Honor, is Abel Ponce de Leon. He is number 60 and 61.
Yes, Ms. Cruz, you're excused until June 28th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Have a good day. I'm sorry, what number was that?
60 and 61, Your Honor.
Okay. CR 18-04673-I, CR 18-04672-I, Abel Ponce de Leon, and is he present?
I saw him log into Zoom.
Abel Ponce de Leon? Please announce yourself. Oh, he's not connected to audio, but I see him. Go ahead. What's your announcement, Counselor?
This is the first time that we basically had a sitting on this case since the pandemic started. It was in County Court 8 before. And where we were at on this case was he was denied for PTD because there was a cost of a cell phone that needed to be paid. And so he was unemployed for most of the pandemic and he wasn't able to come up with the money. But he's reconciled with the alleged victim in the case. They share a child. And I believe she's willing to forgive the cost of the cell phone. And so I think we're trying to get her to call the DA's office so she can convey that. I just need a little bit of time so we can get that done.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, has the alleged victim contacted you?
No, she hasn't, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll give you some time, but I mean, she's got to do, she's got to call in.
Yes, yeah,
So,
yes.
Okay, so it'll be June 28th at 9:30.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. I'll let
Anything
my
else?
client know. No, Judge, that's all I have today.
Okay.
I do have,
I
I have a case this afternoon that there's a jail case where there's a felony pending, and that's all I have with you today.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Thank you,
thank
Judge.
you. Okay. Miss Attorney Paloma Barredo?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. What do you have?
I have number 67 on the court's criminal docket, Isabel Renteria, and she is on Zoom, Judge.
Okay. CR 20-03-666-I, Isabel Renteria. Ms. Renteria, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Judge. My name
Good
is Isabel.
morning. And thank you, ma'am. And what is your announcement?
Judge, I haven't been able to get her into my office to review discovery, but we did schedule her for this coming Wednesday, Judge. So I'm asking for at least a 3-week reset, Judge, just so I could go over it and discuss the state's recommendation and how to proceed.
Okay, June 28th at 9:30.
June 28th. Thank you, Judge. That's all we have. May we both be excused?
Yes, you're both excused. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Okay. Attorney Nora Denise Martinez.
Present, Your Honor. I'm here on 26 and 27 on your docket, Cesar Garza.
Okay, and is Mr. Garza present?
He is present, Your Honor.
I am, Your
Cesar Garza. Okay, there you are. Okay, and then that is CR 21.
My understanding is.
Let me go ahead and call the case. It's okay. CR 21-04479-I, CR 21-04480-I, Cesar Gonzalez Garza. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
My understanding is that the victim has spoken to the state regarding charges. I'm not sure if an AMP is officially on file for this case.
Okay, Mr. Lozano?
No, Your Honor, there's no, wait, yes, there is an AMP on file.
Okay, so do you just want to set up a date for testimony?
Your Honor, this is a DV unit case. I'm stepping in for ADA Rebecca Saldana, and she was just asking if they were going to accept the recommendation.
Well, if there is an AMP on file, then we would want to see a dismissal as an outcome if the state is willing to drop the charges.
Okay, so
I don't know, Mr. Lozano, did Ms. Saldana leave any of that? What was the recommendation?
I can't see the recommendation, Your Honor. I'm not seeing it on notes, but this was given to me at the last second.
Okay, why don't we do this? I mean, we need to make sure.
I don't see a recommendation for like a 1-for-1 or anything like that on my notes. If that was ever extended, I don't see it on my notes. I know we were pushing for a dismissal, and the last time we were gonna come on here was to check on the status of that AMP being official.
Okay.
Your
So
Honor,
that now that
it's
Okay,
a
go ahead.
$500 fine, court costs, 1-year probation, batter's intervention program, and CR 21-04480-I is to be dismissed upon plea to the assault.
I can confer with my client on that one, but I know we'd be looking for a dismissal on the assault. It was a misunderstanding.
Okay, let me go ahead and give you some time to discuss this with Ms. Saldana.
Okay, and she's gonna
And
she's gonna be the ADA assigned to this case?
Correct, because it's out of the
Okay.
domestic violent unit.
Sounds good.
Okay, so that'll be June 28th at 9:30.
Sounds good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing further in your court. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
you, Your Honor.
you. Okay, Mr. Bustos, Attorney Hector Bustos, what do you have?
Judge, I have. Let me get the cause number, Judge. That way I can tell you. Judge, I have number 69 on your docket, Judge. State of Texas versus Jose Rodriguez.
Okay, give me one moment. Can somebody on my staff respond to Mr. Ponce de Leon's message? He didn't hear anything because he's not connected to audio.
I just messaged him, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Mr. Bustos, what number was that?
Number 69, Judge. I believe the state of Texas versus Jose Rodriguez.
Yes, sir. That is CR 21-10910-I, and is Mr. Rodriguez present?
I have the impression he is, Judge. I'm looking for him, Judge. My staff gave him ample notice, Judge, and we said notices out, Judge.
Jose Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez? Okay, I don't see anybody by that name. I'll give you an opportunity to contact him, but he has until the end of the docket to come on.
Yes, Your
What
Honor.
is your announcement on that case either
Judge,
way?
we just need the plea paperwork, Judge. That way we can sign them up and we can take care of this case.
Mr. Lozano, can you get that sent over?
Yes, Your Honor, I could.
Okay,
Let me try to contact him, Judge.
Judge,
okay, yes, go ahead.
Judge, if I may, on Mr. Rodriguez, he does have a companion case. It's a POM, and that's CR 22-012-29I. I believe that Ms. Monica Galvan was appointed to him. There was a waiver filed, and he is set for June the 14th. But he is not present today, and I know that Odyssey does reflect that Mr. Bustos was retained on this case, but nothing on the new case.
Okay, Mr. Bustos, were you aware of that new case?
Judge, I was not aware of the POM that he had, Judge, and I was appointed on this case. If the court will allow me at least some time to speak to Mr. Galvan to see how we can work both these cases out.
Okay, why don't I go ahead and reset this one for June the 14th at 9:30 so that I keep them together? And you all can let me know what you want to do on that case. And he's probably not here because he may think since he signed the waiver, he didn't have to be here, so.
That makes sense, Judge.
All right. Okay, what other case do you have?
That's it, Judge. Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Thank you. Okay, Eddie Rendon?
Good morning, Your Honor. Eddie Rendon here, number 75 on your docket.
Yes, sir. Okay, CR 21-04350-I, Dora Tajika, Tajika. Is Ms. Tajika present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I'm in contact with Mr. Lozano. He made my client an offer, restitution. She just needs additional time to come up with the money for the restitution. The Honorable Court could give us 90 days. I believe we can resolve this case.
Okay, give me one moment. Within that time frame, the date I have is August 2nd.
August 2nd is fine, Your Honor. And I think I checked online. There might be like a night sire warrant. We're requesting and recall that warrant.
Okay, let me have my court coordinator check. Ms. Rivera, can you check to see if it was issued?
Judge, there is a warrant that is active, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll go ahead and recall that.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is all I have before this Honorable Court. May I be excused?
Yes, we'll see you August 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, take care. All right, Attorney Dallas Gutierrez. Attorney Dallas Gutierrez.
I'm sorry, I was trying to turn the volume down on the other Zoom.
That's okay. What do you have, sir?
This morning, I have Christian Avila. I believe it's number 8 on the docket.
Okay. CR 21-09490-I, Christian Carlos Avila. Is Mr. Avila present?
Yes, Your Honor. He should be on the Zoom. And today, let me see.
I saw him raising his hand. Go ahead.
On this case, Your Honor, we have announced ready for trial in the felony. They are out of the same transaction. I see that it was set for in September. And so we're just asking for a reset date.
Okay. So you're set for that September the what? Do you recall?
No, Your Honor, my computer froze. All these Zooms kind of.
I believe it's September 13th, I believe.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
All right. Let's come back then on September the 20th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing further before this honorable court. May I be excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Contreras, Attorney Jesus Contreras.
Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What do you have today?
I got number Number 3 on your docket, Your Honor. It's a restitution hearing. Eduardo Falcon.
Okay, CR 1804210-I, Eduardo Falcon. Mr. Lozano?
Yes, Your Honor, we've tried making contact with the victim, but they have not reported to the office. Therefore, restitution set at 0.
Okay. So Mr. Contreras, restitution will be set at 0 on that case.
Yes, Your Honor. That's all I have, Your
Okay.
Honor, before the court.
All right, thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Excuse. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
You too.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right, Attorney Savannah Gonzalez. Savannah Gonzalez. Okay, Attorney Ruben Luna. Mr. Luna.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir. What do you have?
I have number 76 on the court's docket, Giovanni Teniente.
Okay, that is CR 2009420-I, Giovanni, Giovanni, Teniente, Teniente. Is he present?
He's on the
Yes,
camera.
I'm present, Your
Judge.
Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we have an agreement. I just have been unavailable to execute the documents on this case. Once we plead to this case, Mr. Teniente's felony will be dismissed. So we just need a plea date, Judge.
Okay, let me see what I have. And how far out do you need that plea date?
I think two to 3 weeks is fine, Judge. I just need to get a hold of Mr. Teniente and have him sign the documents, and we'll be ready to go.
May 12th?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, May 12th at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
And that'll be in person.
At what time again, Judge?
1:30, May 12th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll be there.
Okay, anything else?
That's all, Judge. May me and my client be excused.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, I had called you. I think you were in another court.
Yes, Judge, sorry, I've got 4 going at once. I've got number
Okay.
65 on your docket.
Okay. That's CR 2102994-I, Eduardo EDWARDO Ramos Jr. Is Mr. Ramos present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what's the announcement, Counselor?
Mr.
Mr. Ramos, can you please take your beanie off?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, Judge, the last email that I got from the state was indicating that he still had a felony pending an indictment. I believe it's actually 2 felonies or maybe just a 2-count indictment. And they were asking for more time to be able to convey a recommendation once that's indicted.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, what can you confirm for me on that felony?
Your Honor, there is a felony at intake, 2 charges, both a state felony and a felony 2.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and I'm not sure how they're running on those, so we'll come back on August the 16th at 9:30.
August 16th at 9:30, yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else?
I did have one, Judge, that's not on your docket. She pled on a felony yesterday, but I believe she actually had an eyesight out of your court. I have her on standby at the courthouse in case you wanted to check in somewhere, but I was hoping we might get on your next plea docket, Judge.
Okay, so she's going to plea in my court also?
That's well, so the felony prosecutor indicated to me he would not be opposed to a dismissal, but it would be subject to the discretion of the misdemeanor ADA. So I'll go ahead and forward that to Mr. Lozano, see if he wants to do an outright dismissal or if he wants to just run it concurrent. But we do need to get on that next docket if it's going to be a plea for Mr. Lozano.
If she's at the courthouse, have her go to my office and they'll attend to her as soon as we get off this docket.
4th floor, Judge?
3rd floor, right around the corner from the elevators.
Yes, ma'am.
And they'll attend to her and we'll go ahead. If you want a plea date, I have April 28th, May 12th, or May 19th.
Let's do the May 12th, Judge, just that way in case it is going to be a dismissal, Mr. Lozano's had enough time to look that one over for us.
Okay, what is the case number?
Yes, ma'am, that is CR 19 and it's 5 1s. So 11 and then 111. Her name is Lynette Siriguero, Judge.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What's the first name?
Lynette, like Annette, but with an L in front.
Okay,
Siriguero.
okay. And that'll be May 12th at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge,
Okay,
there is
anything
dismissal
else? I'm sorry, go ahead, Ms. Rivera.
Your Honor, in regards to Ms. Lynette Siriguero, there is a dismissal that was sent over to Your Honor's court this morning, Judge.
Oh, perfect.
So it's not necessary then to get that hearing date? Okay. We'll go ahead and sign off on that.
Yes, Judge. And I'll have her check in just because she did have that nice and make sure there's no other paperwork she needs.
No problem.
Thank you, Judge. I believe that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, you and Mr. Ramos are excused.
Thank you. Judge, good glasses.
Thank you.
For matching.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Banker, what do you have, sir? Mr. Banker?
R 21043. I'm not sure where he's at on the docket, but his last name
I'm
is
sorry.
Sosa.
Okay, you had frozen, so I didn't catch except for Sosa.
Okay, Sergio Sosa.
Okay,
CR
one moment.
CR 210424.
Okay, that's number 73 on the court's docket, CR 21-04-243-I. Sergio Sosa, S-O-S-A. Mr. Sosa, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what's your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, discovery has been satisfied here. There's been an offer made. We did a counter offer that the DA consider a bust down here as an option for us. He has no criminal history. I think he would otherwise qualify. So I'm not sure if they've had a chance to evaluate that or not, but that's what we were wanting to see and see if that's a possibility here.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have any notes to that effect?
I don't, Your Honor, but if Mr. Banker is seeking a bust down, he would need to submit a PTD application and note bust down on the top right corner and submit it to our office.
Okay, well, we can certainly do that, Judge.
All right, then I'll give you some time to do that and have them comply with the requirements. So June 28th at 9:30, we'll have a status on it.
Judge, can we pick another date? I'm going to be out of the out on a little vacation that day.
Sure. After that, I have August 2nd.
That'll be fine, Judge. That'll work.
Okay. That should also give you time in order for it to get reviewed.
Yes, I do. I believe that would be sufficient.
Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am, that's it. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Alvarez, Attorney Al Alvarez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. What do you have, sir?
Rito Cortina, Your Honor. He's number. Rito Cortina is number 15, 16, and 50.
What numbers?
15 and 16, Your Honor. I think that's 16 of 50.
I don't know. No, I have Rodney Cruz as number 15. Is it today's docket or is it the afternoon or?
No, hold on. My client.
He has Rito Molina, and that is number 47 through 50.
Yes, Rito Cortina.
Oh, we have him under
Molina.
Rito Molina.
Rita Molina, yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Okay. CR 22-00848-I, CR 22-00849-I, CR 20-08405-I, and CR 21-02968-I. Rito, R-I-T-O, Molina Jr. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we're asking just for a trial date for convenience.
Okay,
And
were
Your
you
Honor,
able?
I apologize, Sally Conant. I represent Mr. Molina on 47 and 48. unless Mr. Alvarez wants to take those over too.
I'm on 49 and 50 are the ones that I was appointed on. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, well, and
Are you
Ms.
gonna
Conant,
plead that other one out, Ms. Conant?
Well, he had the felony pending. That was dismissed. And they agreed to dismiss one of I think number 50, they agreed to dismiss. 48.
Okay.
To accept the
Okay.
time served on the other one.
so has anybody had contact with him? We got a call to the office stating that unfortunately he was in a situation where he was homeless.
I have not, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if Ms. Conant has already been that advanced in getting cases dismissed, she can have it.
Okay, so Ms. Conant, on number let me see, on number 49 and 50, then do you have any objection to getting appointed to those two?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll go ahead and have you appointed on those two for CR 20-08405-I and CR 21-02968-I.
Yes, Your Honor.
And
Thank
then
you.
I'll give you an opportunity to see if you can contact him, because we did get a call that he was unfortunately, I don't know, he's homeless, so I don't know how you'll be able to contact him. But I'm not going to nice-eye him because I don't think that's just at this time for the situation that he's in. But I'll give you some time, so I'll have him return on June the 28th at 9:30.
June 28th. Thank you, Your Honor. I'll do my best to find him.
Okay. Did you have anything else, Ms. Conant?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes. Mr. Alvarez, did you have anything else?
No, Your Honor, and no. And if Ms.
Okay.
Conant needs any discovery, anything, I can pass it on to her.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it. Okay, Mr. Lozano, Ron Lozano, what do you have today?
I have number 5 on the docket, Abraham Rodriguez, Your Honor. It's a restitution.
All right, CR 22-01-513-I, Abrah, A-B-R-A-H, Rodriguez. And Mr. Lozano, do you have an announcement from the
Yes,
state?
Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, the victim has not come forward, that therefore restitution set at 0.
Okay, so restitution will be set at 0 on this case.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have for today. May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, are you back?
Your Honor, I'm here. Yes, ma'am. I've got 3 cases on your criminal docket.
Okay, we'll start with CR 19-12224-I, Eugene Mikulik, M-I-K-U-L-I-K. And what is the announcement?
Judge, so I'd filed a request to modify, but I was going to inquire with the court if Mr. Mikulik is up for consideration of dismissal already. It's a pretrial diversion that he's successfully been enrolled into. I'm not aware of any violations. He is about to graduate from college, Texas A&M. Great kid. I mean, college kid. I've known him since he was very, very young on my soccer team. As a matter of fact, Judge, he's basically part of the family. So I'm just checking to see if he's up for that status yet.
All right, so we have a report from the probation department. Ms. Soto, go ahead.
Judge, at this time, he is still pending a 12-hour education class. He's also behind in probation fees in the amount of $140. Also, I have not been able to make contact with him for him to come to my office for the intake, Judge, and for a drug test. Last month, he was scheduled to come in to report with me on March the 18th. I'm sorry, Judge, March the 16th. He asked me if I could reschedule for March the 21st. So I did. Then he advised me that he wasn't able to make it on March 21st due to school. He didn't leave back to school until March 23rd, Judge. And I did admonish him and advise him he was supposed to come in on the 21st to speak to me. He has to sign paperwork and I need a drug test, Judge.
So there you have it, Mr. Sanchez.
Your Honor, so, I mean, I did hear some scheduling conflicts. I did hear a drug test and I did hear the 12-hour class. I'm going to ask respectfully, Judge, for a quick turnaround reset, but we're before you by way of our request for modification to maybe relax some of the conditions of travel. He is in the program. I think this case is well over 3 years old of the date of arrest until now with no violations. The family has a home at South Padre Island, and his parents live in McAllen, and of course he resides in the College Station area. So there is some travel, Judge. I just feel like I need to make the court aware of that. He doesn't want to be in violation of your order. So maybe you could.
Mr. Sanchez, let me let you know. So there was a situation where now his GPS is turned off on his mobile device, on his mobile alcohol monitoring device. And that occurred after the probation department asked him that why was he over at the island? And so although I can understand no one likes their freedom impeded, unfortunately, he's in a different situation. So as far as school, I'm never going to deny anybody to travel for school or for work. Okay. Now, like travel, depending on what it is, if he's coming down to visit family or what have you, I mean, that's different. But right now, I'm not going to consider anything until I know what are we doing about the 12 hours of the alcohol class. He needs to pay his probation fees and he needs to come down for his intake because I've been allowing him, I believe, I waived his conditions in order for him to be able to go back and forth to school. And I don't know, Ms. Soto, did I allow him to report by mail?
No, Judge.
Okay. So when is he going to be down here so that he can go ahead and come in for that personal intake with the probation department?
Judge, could you inquire of him directly? That's probably the easiest way to do it.
Sir, when will you be here in order to attend your in-person probation meeting?
I'm currently finishing up the semester. I take my last final the 11th of May.
Okay. So are you planning on traveling back? Do you need to move out or what?
I will be down I'm planning on graduating either the fall of this year at the latest. If I might take some summer classes. So depending on that, I'm going to see, but this semester will be done May 11th and I'll be down in the valley after that for the summer.
Okay. So then I'm going to have you report on May the 16th. And so I do need a phone number for you because they have been trying to contact you. So what is your phone number?
956-907-5035.
Okay, so you'll report on May the 16th. And you'll also you need to come get current with your probation fees, which is $140. So if you need instructions on how to pay that, please contact the probation department and then they'll let you know how to pay that.
I went ahead and sent an email in regards to the SPN number to Ms. Soto so I could do the payment. I have not got a response yet.
Okay, Ms. Soto, had you maybe it went to spam or something, I don't know. He says he emailed you regarding that.
This morning regarding the payment.
Oh, was it this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, she hasn't received it. Do you have the correct email address?
Yes.
Judge, it is in my spam folder, Judge. I did receive it this morning at 10:50 a.m.
Okay. So now she's going to click you as a recognized user. So your emails in the future will go to her. Now the 12-hour alcohol class, you need to get started on that. I believe that isn't that online, Mr. Lozano?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Okay. So do you need the information for that, Mr.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, how do you pronounce your last name?
Miklik.
Miklik. Do you need the information on that?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now that Ms. Soto has received your email, Ms. Soto, if you can please assist the court in giving him that information.
Yes, Judge.
She'll email you that information.
Thank you.
And then we'll go ahead and come back on May the 24th. And that'll be via Zoom and we'll see if you've completed everything by then. And then I'll take the matter up again, okay? And if it's right for dismissal at that time, I'll consider early dismissal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. Anything else?
Not on this case, Judge. I do have two others, though.
Okay, sir, you're excused. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you
Good
back
afternoon.
on May 24th.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
luck on your exams.
Thank you.
All right, your next case?
I've got number 71, Your Honor, Billy Joe Segovia.
All right, CR 19-10061-I, Billy, Bilee, Joe, J-O, Segovia. Billy Joe Segovia. Have you had any contact with her?
Judge, I don't see her on. I think maybe there's a little bit of confusion because Ms. Segovia has a felony that's pending in the 92nd, pending for set for pretrial in August. 3 counts of aggravated assault. I was just going to ask for a reset based on that felony, and I think it's kind of the local practice to try to resolve those before the misdemeanor or at the same time. But I haven't spoken with Ms. Segovia.
Okay, I don't have an issue giving you a date after the felony setting. However, she does have until the end of the docket to show up. So
Yes.
if not, a nice eye will be issued on her.
We'll reach out, Your Honor.
Okay, June 28th at 9:30.
Thank you. I'll do my best to get her to log on.
Okay. Anything
Judge, I
else?
also have number 15, Rodney Cruz.
Okay. CR 22-01834-I, Rodney Cruz. I do not have a Rodney Cruz present.
The announcement was going to be, Your Honor, I'm appointed counsel. I received the recommendation. I believe Mr. Cruz is PTD eligible. I was going to ask for time to try to get that paperwork submitted. I would have asked for the June setting had he been on.
Well, he has until the end of the docket to come on, but I'll give you June 28th at 9:30.
I'll try to get them both on, Judge.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you for recalling these, Judge, and working with the federal schedule.
You're welcome.
Good day.
Okay. So let me see what we have left. All right. We have, is that Jorge Salinas? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Salinas, is your attorney still Miss Richardson?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We're going to try to contact her to see, she's probably in another court so that she can come on, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you'll be on standby.
Okay.
Okay, and I have somebody by the name of Selena. Selena, can you please unmute yourself and announce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Selena.
Okay, what's your full name, ma'am?
Selena Marie Romo.
Okay.
He's the occupational license here on number 2.
Okay. What number is that?
Number 2, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Did you apply on your own or are you
Yes.
pro se on this?
I did go ahead and apply on my own for it.
Okay, so this is CL 220971-I. Mr. Lozano, have you had an opportunity to review?
No,
Did she file an order?
1 second, Your Honor. Let me check.
Okay.
Your Honor, there is an order on file. I'm just not seeing the geographic.
Hours?
No, the hours are there. She's asking for 9 to 5. But the geographic area isn't included in the petition.
Okay, so Ms. Romo, you're asking to be able to travel in what counties?
Just here in the Hidalgo County. This is where I work.
Okay, so you wouldn't be using that occupational license to be driving for work outside of the county?
No, not right now.
Okay, so, and do you have an interlock device or an alcohol, mobile?
Yes, I do. It's the one that I have to carry with me.
Okay. So Mr. Lozano, being that she's asking for just Hidalgo County and what else you see and all the other terms that are in that order, would it meet your approval?
No, Your Honor, it wouldn't need my approval.
No, would it meet?
Oh, would it meet the approval? No, it wouldn't. So this case is gonna go to Texas DPS, and they're the ones who are gonna give her the occupational driver's license. But if it doesn't include the geographical locations that she wants to travel, then it's gonna get denied, and she'll be back here.
No, I understand that, but when the order comes to us, we can insert Hidalgo County in there.
Oh, okay. Then yes, Your Honor, it's approved.
Okay, so can you do me, assist the court? Since I don't have the petition in front of me, I'm gonna swear her in. Will you ask her the appropriate questions in order to prove up the occupational license, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Romo, I'm gonna have you raise your right hand.
Okay.
Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you may lower your hand. Usually your attorney would ask you these questions, but since you're pro se, I would ask you some of these questions. However, I am not privy to my usual electronics because I'm not I'm not at home. So I'm gonna ask, Mr. Lozano has agreed to assist the court in asking you these questions. So I just need for you to listen to the question and then respond, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Lozano. Thank you, sir.
Could you please state your full name for the record?
Yes, Selena Marie Romo.
And why was your license suspended?
For the second DWI that I got back in September.
Okay. And have you been convicted of the second DWI?
No, I'm still going to court for that.
And was there an accident involved?
No.
And when was the DWI?
It was in September 29th.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state's going to request that the petitioner apply for an ignition interlock device as per the statute as a condition to the license due to due to it being a DWI second.
Okay, so Ms. Romo, what's going to happen is I'm granting your occupational license. Okay, so however, you will have to switch out devices. Okay, so you're going to have to switch from the mobile one to the interlock one.
Okay.
As per the statute. So I'm going to ask Ms. Soto for assistance if she can please send me an order to switch her out. And we'll go ahead and sign it. Okay.
The only thing is like the vehicle that I do use for work, it's like to do the deliveries, it's here at work. I don't have a car. I get a ride to work. So that would be the only issue. I use the work car here to make the deliveries and pickups.
So how do we do that, Mr. Lozano?
Your Honor, the statute is clear that it has
Yeah.
to be an ignition interlock device and not a mobile
Yeah.
alcohol monitoring device.
That's the problem, is that the statute is clear. I mean, the only thing I would tell you, Ms. Romo, is like, you know, you would maybe talk to your boss and see if your boss would allow you to have the interlock device installed on that vehicle that you'll be driving for deliveries. I understand you may not be the only one driving that vehicle, but if you are, that's the only way that we're going to be able to approve it.
Okay.
Okay. So Ms. Soto is going to assist the court in sending me the order to switch you out.
Okay.
Once you get the order to switch you out, then and talk to your boss, then you're going to get your occupational license order, and then you're going to have your switch out order, and then you're going to go to the provider and you're going to get that put on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and allow for the delineation for it to say Hidalgo County. So I'm going to add for you to drive only in Hidalgo County, and the hours are correct. So Ms. Romo, you're very fortunate that everybody's feeling generous in assisting the court today, okay? Because they don't have to do it and I don't have to do it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So do me a favor. I need your phone number.
Yes, 956-330-7634.
Okay, and I also need your email address.
Yes, it's going to be my full name, Selena Marie Romo @gmail.com.
Okay. All right, then we'll go ahead and see. Yeah, I mean, I guess just wait for the paperwork and then you'll have to inform yourself as to what the next steps are, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. If nothing further, you are excused.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Okay, have we heard from Ms. Richardson?
Your Honor, I did send a message, but I have not received anything.
I was also able to contact her office and they advised they were going to try to get a hold of her.
Okay. So take a quick 5-minute break, Mr. Salinas. We'll come back at 11:30. And if your attorney hasn't come on by then, you're the last case on my docket. I'll have to give you another date, okay? All right, so we're off the record till 11:30. Okay, Ms. Flores, are you on?
Yes, Judge, ready.
Okay, did my staff hear back from Ms. Richardson?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we're back on the record. Let me go ahead and. Okay, Mr. Salinas, I'm going to recall your case, CR 21-07319-I, Jorge Luis Salinas. Now, I think Ms. Richardson is still stuck in another court and we've already concluded our docket. So she does have a couple of motions on your case that she needs to have heard. So we're going to have to reset those to May the 24th. And Ms. Soto, are you receiving reports on Mr. Salinas right now?
Yes, Judge, he does have an interlock device with Interlock and he has no violations.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Salinas, what is your phone number?
956-472-2845.
Okay, sir. So if Ms. Richardson does contact our office, we'll let her know that we had to change you to May 24th at 9:30. And just to let you know, sir, since this is a court of law, next time, please do not wear shorts.
No, okay.
You do have to have pants, okay?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
That's fine. All right. Anything else, sir?
No, man. That's
okay. Then you are excused. You have a good day.
You too, man.
Thank you. Okay, did anybody call in on number 10?
Judge, I believe those have been reset. Judge Mauricio did contact the court. He was making his way to the jail. And there is no service over there, Your Honor. So number 10 has been reset to June the 28th. And as well as 38 and 39, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so far, number 15 for NISI. Did anybody call in on number 22?
On number 22, Judge, I did send the email to both the attorney and the email that was provided on the record for the defendant. However, the email for the defendant did not work, Judge. It was returned to us, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay, let's reset him for June the 28th and see if there's a way that we can get a physical address for him.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number 37?
For number 37, Judge, I don't have a reset and I know that there was not an announcement, Judge.
Okay. Include that one, Mr. Damien?
Yes, ma'am.
And what about 45 and 46?
Those cases were dismissed, Judge.
Okay. And 62?
Your Honor, he does have about 5 companion cases and those are set for May the 31st.
Okay. So this one will be moved to that docket?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, number 71 also, Mr. Damien. And number 78, did anybody call in?
There is a dismissal in your queue, Your Honor. It was sent this morning to your queue.
Okay. What about 81 and 82?
There is no reset, Judge, and they did not call into the office.
Okay, Mr. Damien, include that defendant. And that's all. Go ahead.
Rodney Cruz Jr., Rodney Cruz, Rodney Cruz. Irene Lopez, Irene Lopez, Irene Lopez. Billy Joe Segovia, Billy Joe Segovia, Billy Joe Segovia. Christopher Vargas, Christopher Vargas, Christopher Vargas. That's all I have, Judge.
Okay, those names being called out 3 times. What does the state say of those no-show defendants?
Your Honor, state requests that a judgment in eyesight be granted, a KPS issued, and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be granted. Okay, that concludes this morning's criminal docket. We are now off the record. Let me stop the live stream.